Alright, hello Aquarius, welcome to your REGGAE career oracle messages. So, let's see what does God want to tell you about your REGGAE career. I've been guided to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks. So, let's get into it. One more time, Aquarius. Alright, so let's see. Hang on. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we got bacteria. The underlying issue is wind and economy, natural resources. God made tsunami. Got invisible star. So this is a threat or a warning from the Most High. Okay. So the first card to come out for you is bacteria. Bacteria are basically destroyers. Okay. So you have been using your gift, your REGGAE career in a negative way. That's what this is saying. Okay, and it looks like it's for money, economy, because you feel invisible. So it's like you feel like you needed to do something radical to get noticed. Okay, but God is willing to make you cry hard by really making you invisible. So God is warning you that if you don't stop whatever it is that you've decided to embark upon, feeling that that's what you need to do to make money, you're going to regret it. Okay, so if you think you were not being noticed before, you will truly become invisible. Okay, the thing about The thing that we have to realize with reggae music is God holds reggae music sacred. And that's the reason why reggae music is so powerful around the whole earth. And I'm sure if you were to bring some aliens here, they would love it too, because it talks of peace, it talks of oneness or unity, it talks of brotherhood, sisterhood, it talks of common sense, truths and rights, love, healing, positive vibes. So for you to use reggae music for anything but positive vibes is to breach universal law. And you will be liable for not just prosecution, but persecution. Okay. That's the first message. If you want to do crazy music, there are so many other options when it comes to genres of music that you guys can get involved in. Go put it on somebody, go put it in the genre them that supporting madness. God said don't bring it over here. Okay? God has had to tell several of you reggae superstars the same thing. So it's like you guys are getting desperate. Now, why would you people be getting desperate? It's because you're not paying attention to life. You don't have respect. You don't have respect for truths and rights and justice. You don't have faith in love anymore. That's the reason why. You think that the quickest way to get money is to get involved in the nonsense that you see this world promoting. You think that wickedness is the way to survive. Since when? If you can't handle the requirements for being a reggae artist, you would do well to excuse yourself from the reggae industry. Because reggae is held sacred by the Most High. God gave you rap, God gave you dancehall, God gave you all kind of other different type of music. It look like God is holding soca and reggae sacred. No folly. People who respect righteousness need an outlet. They need to have something of their own that they can praise God and respect the universe with. That's the first message. Because even the Afrobeats, I see them starting to go down the same path that the dancehall artists tend to trod on, which is that path of vulgarity. There's a time to be vulgar, but there's a time to be a bit discreet too. You know, discretion is more sexy than the vulgarity. Leave some things to the imagination. That way you can cater to a wider audience. Sex is a natural part of life, granted, respected. But not everybody wants to hear that rawness all the time. So whereas Afrobeats could easily be put in that bracket with soca because it's basically happy music, it's becoming defiled slowly but surely. And it's becoming Americanized too. So it's losing its Afro density. What do you call it when it's like pure and strong? Its very essence. It's slowly losing its essence. While we're on the topic, even the movies started to veer more over into other cultures instead of expressing their African heritage. People flock to Afro or Nollywood movies because they were loving the difference of culture. It's like giving us an insight into their way of life, so you could learn about a people without even visiting the country. It was a great experience. But now the Nollywood movies are also trying to be more American. Everything that glitter is not gold. An original is always worth more than a copy. Yeah, don't try to pretend to be what you're not. Especially not just for money, because you're missing the whole point. Money is not everything. God always provides. Know what is important and what is not so important. Our list of priorities need to be reshuffled, reconsidered, and then reshuffled. It's like a tourist leaving their country and going to a different country. Let's say somebody from America leave from America and go to Jamaica. And when they go down there, all they see is the same foods that they see in America, the same type of dressing. When they go partying, it's the same vibes. Everything is just the same. Like, what's the point? I could have stayed at home and enjoyed that. I didn't have to spend this much money just to come to. The only thing that you got is the weather nice. And in the summer, the weather nice in America too. So what's the point? People leave from their country and visit another country so that they can experience the food, experience the culture, experience the personalities, experience everything that is unique about that region. They didn't go places to experience shit that they could have done at home. And it's the same thing with music, it's the same thing with movies, the same thing with everything. Be yourself. That's what makes you special. Who you are. That's what makes you potent. That's what makes you unrivaled, unmatched. That's what makes you original, not just a carbon copy. Four more times. Your cards are shuffling weird. So every time I split the deck, there's usually a card that's trying to go where it doesn't belong. Like, you don't belong over there, you belong over here. That's basically what you're doing. You're trying to fit in where you do not belong. And it's not going to work out well for you. Like God said, you're going to become invisible. Because an original is always better than a carbon copy. It's like we have enough of whatever it is that you're trying to be. You're not being required to be that too. It's going to be an oversaturation. And while you're trying to be something else, your position is being left empty, unhandled. The people you're supposed to be ministering to or educating or uplifting, they're being deserted because you're not on your post. You're trying to be fulfilling somebody else's post. That's never good. Let's see what's the next message. Got mystery card. Okay. So, first thing we have is chatterbox. Then we have boring, cursed. Then we have eavesdropper. The underlying issue, we have attractive and fighter. So we have liar, gossiper, drug addict, interesting, and peacemaker. And we have gullible. Why do I feel like this is an attack on me? Why do I feel like right now you're behind the scenes cussing the crap out of me? You don't have to be here watching this video. You could have shut off the message a long time from you hear the first message. Why are you still here? Your energy is strong, whoever you are. But you're not the only one heading down this wrong path. And unlike you, some people actually do care about getting it right. Some people do care more about things. Or care more about other things rather than money. Why are you still here? Leave. I like this. Very powerful. And you want to use this power to solve what? The darkness. Did the darkness give you this power? I've done all these readings and nobody ever interfered with a reading. And you is the first to come and interfere with my reading. Clever trick. I like it. That's to show exactly how powerful you are. But if you misuse this power, you will lose it. If you're not here to continue to use reggae for the upliftment and the betterment of humanity and the universe at large, it's best if you leave. We don't do Judas over here. Let's see what this mystery card is. Clever, yeah, very clever trick. I like it. That's to show you exactly how powerful you are. Now suppose you use that rascal power for something positive. The world don't have enough negative in it for you. If it doesn't, then here is not the place for you. Go and join your flock. Okay? Right. He said drug addict and peacemaker. You're damn right I'm addicted to peacemaking. That's what the fuck you're supposed to be too. If that's not what you want to be, leave. This is not the place for you. Reggae is not the thing for you. Take care yourself. What does it profit a person to gain the world and lose their soul? You clearly weren't paying attention in class, or you think that's a joke. Try it out and see. You will come back to sing about it. If you do not want to serve the light, go and serve the darkness. There's nobody stopping you, but you're not going to be in a reggae and be spreading your darkness in a reggae, or you and God going to have big problems. Think because you're powerful, we need you. The light don't need you. Go and find your flock. Four more times to those of you who actually want to hear this message. Look at the bottom of the deck. Dissatisfied. If you don't like your life, change it. First of all, before I continue, Most High, I beg you please, do not allow this person to interfere with the reading anymore. Let other people who actually want to get their messages, please and thank you. We don't have time to waste with time wasters. Dissatisfied card still want to make its face seen. So the one card to come out this time is friend. What is a friend? A friend is somebody who supports you not only when times are beautiful, but especially when times are hard. That is a friend. If you have people around you who are only around you when you're up, when you have money, when you're happy, when you're famous, and then when you lose all those things, they disappear, those were not friends. Friends are people who stick by you. Friends are people who tell you the truth when you're going wrong. They don't make you feel like you're doing right. They tell you straight, you know me love you, but you shouldn't do that. That's what a friend is. A friend is somebody who will tell you, look, me no want you get vexed, you know. Matter of fact, you might hate me, for telling you this, but I need to tell you this because if I didn't, I wouldn't be your friend. Friends are people who will risk the relationship just to help keep you on the right track. Because when life finish dealing with you, you're going to have to come back with your tail locked between your legs. You're going to see clearly because hindsight is 2020. You're going to see clearly who was there for you, who was trying to protect you. The underlying issue here is honorable. Being honorable, that's what a friend is. Friends don't hate you when you're doing better than them. Because friends, smart friends know that if you're up, I'm going to be up too. Because you're not going to let me suffer. That's what a real friend is. So real friends support friends. Real friends will bend over, stand up on my back. You rise because I know when you go up there, you're not left me. Honorable behavior. That's what reggae is about. Don't ramp. Got accomplished and educated. So I hope that you see me clearly. Confident. Have the confidence to be appreciated. Appreciated means lift yourself up. Increase in value. Because when you go into the darkness, you are decreasing yourself in value. So this underlying issue here is saying that I am being understood. And that is good. Life and death lies in the power of the tongue. If you speak life, you will get more life. If you speak death, you're going to get death. That's what reggae is about. Y'all are losing your way. And you don't expect nobody to tell you about it. Somebody has to. If you care about yourself, you'll be happy somebody does. Because we need somebody from time to time. Everybody needs somebody to help guide them from time to time. Sometimes the doctor need a doctor. Sometimes the friend need a friend. Sometimes the mother need a mother. Sometimes the father need a father. That's life. That's why we're supposed to be supporting one another. And that's what reggae is all about. Reggae is that beacon of light that's supposed to shine in the world to make people know there's a difference. There is a different path. When they're seeing just strictly negativity, reggae is supposed to be that one platform. And soca supposed to be that them two, they're supposed to be platforms that people can go and confidently say, I'm going where the nice people are. Me take a break from all them devil out here for a little bit. Reggae is our little slice of heaven here upon earth. And soca is our little slice of party heaven here upon earth. Know what you deal with. I don't really care how you feel. The truth is the truth. What they said, the truth will set you free, but first it's gonna piss you off. Yeah. One more time. Check up on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, use it right or lose it. Lots of these psychic abilities that you use to mess with my whole deck just now. Mr. or Mrs. Powerful. Know your place. So we got loss of limb. And we got fracture. So loss of limb. What's a limb? Loss of a piece of you. So a limb is a part of you that actually belong with you. So that would be the reggae. Or possibly your moral standard or your moral compass. There's a fracture within you. Something is broken. And that brokenness has disconnected you from a part of you, well, from your reggae side of you. The side of you who believes in uprightness. So why? Because you're broken, the whole rest of the world have to suffer too. If you're broken, go make a tune on a rock and roll beat. Rock and roll beat have a lot of people on there who are broken and want to express anger and whatnot. Go do that. Go mash up a tune on a rap beat. Let your demon out. Don't bring it there again. You understand what I say? Let people say, wow, so and so going mad. Because that's what's in you. It's still creativity. But keep reggae holy. Keep reggae whole. That's what God wants to tell you. That's what I'm saying. There's so many different genres that you could go out there and just express your frustration. Express your anger. Be free. You're not just a reggae artist. Sometimes you need a little bit of rock and roll in your system. Sometimes you need a bit of classical music in your system. Shit works. Music is for the healing of the nation. All God is asking you, please don't bring the foulness over here. People who listen to rock and roll are used to people expressing their frustration and their anger and their disappointment and their grief and whatnot. Let it out. Just not here. You're not gonna shit on your bed, are you? Shit in the toilet. You don't have to give up reggae. Just when you want to do your madness, take it somewhere else, and then when you feel better, come back. You're only human. We all have light and dark. That's how God made us. We all have good and evil within. There's a time for everything. There's a place for everything too. Me and God are having a conversation, okay? What card is that? Because I saw the success card at the bottom of the deck and I was like, in my mind, thank you. Because it's like God is telling me success, like I'm finally getting through to you. And I felt like, thank you. God was like, no, thank you. And I was like, no, thank you. And God was like, no, thank you. So yeah, I thought that was funny. You gotta be silly sometimes, you know? And your God understands you exactly as you are. You don't need to pretend to be anybody that you're not to fit anywhere. You have a right to fit wherever you feel like. It's all about our perception, you know? It's just how we see life. Like I was listening to something this morning, Shensia was saying how she wants to explore different genres of music and people are kick up. I find it to be very sensible. Why limit yourself to one genre of music all the days of your life? What fun is that? Me personally as an artist, when I start doing my music, trust me, you're going to come out to one show, you're going to get some soca, you're going to get some bashment, you're going to get some fucking opera, you're going to get some, what else? Some conscious music. You're going to experience all the flavors of me. You're going to get some rhythm and blues. You're going to get some Motown. That's my fucking concert. That's me as an artist. And nobody can tell me no. One time somebody asked me, I see you do all type of music, but what kind of music do you specialize in? Or what kind of artist really are you? I'm like, all of them. You don't see me sing pan all the different beat them. Mindset. It's 2023 now. They might tell man they can be girl and girl, they can be man, and they're standing very adamantly about it. So, as a reggae artist, you could be a rock and roll artist too. Whatever it is, whatever genre call out to your spirit, go. When you get enough and you want some sense and sensibility and some love and compassion and gentleness in your life, come back to reggae, you know? Music for the soul. Which all music is music for the soul really, but you know that feel like safety, you know? That's what reggae is. You deserve for me to apologize to you? No, you're apologizing to me. Well, since you apologize to me, then I apologize to you too. I am a friend, okay? You think somebody's paying me for do all them reggae readings and all these dancehall readings and all these superstar readings? That you think anybody will pay me to do anything that you see me do on this channel? All the people that I reach out to and lives that I try to help change, nobody will pay me. I do this out of the love of my heart, which in God is good, so I know God will repay me. But I'm not doing it for pay. I'm doing it because it's necessary. I'm doing it because I have benefited from many oracle readings. You don't want to hear me? Well, lock your ears, because I still got that. I have benefited from a lot of different oracle readings over the years since I was led to it in 2018. Yeah, it's like, whoa, personal news. So it's like, why am I watching CNN where tell me other people's business when I could be watching some tarot readings that telling me my business? And so I wanted to return the favor. I love it. And the fact that it gives me a clear line of communication with the Most High too, I love it. It's like emailing God. You get your answer them quick. Never feel lost. So this is why I do what I do. I do it for the love. I don't do it for the likes. Do it for the love, not for the likes. The same way you change the world one song at a time, same way me change the world one reading at a time. That's how I see it. Six more. Actually, it's three more. Wow. See, that feels nice. Thank you for your patience. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, forgiveness. See, I told you this is the one. You'll see. Exercise demons. Alright, let's see. So what's that? Am I supposed to be taking that? Forgiveness at the bottom of the deck again. Let's see what all this is. That was a crazy shuffle again, but then you're a crazy kind of person, so yeah. So we got relationships, and we have health, and then we have judgment. We got humor. Then we have peace. Then we have guilt. I'm hearing I misjudged you. Humans are used to doing that shit. We were built a little bit screwy. We got envy and fear. Why? Underlying is forgiveness. Fear? Why you fear? There's nothing to be afraid of. So the message here is saying the relationships, the health of the relationship is getting stronger, really. The judgment card say, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. That's all that it is. This was your challenge, this was your vibe, and me, the way I responded was my vibe. Now, then we have humor. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life and peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. There's no need for me to feel angry, and there's no need for you to feel angry. We already apologize to each other. And we are humans. We're stupid naturally, That's why we need God to make us wise. Let's talk some truth for a moment. That's why people piss us off so much times in a day or a week or a month or a year. That's why God said we have to be very forgiving. Because somebody's always gonna fuck you over. Unintentionally, a lot of the times, but sometimes very intentionally. In any case, even when they're doing it intentionally, they're doing it because they're not in their right frame of mind. They don't have all the information that's necessary to make them make a very intelligent decision. You see? Because naturally, we are empty creatures. We have to be taught. So forgive yourself. There's no need for you to be feeling powerless in any way. We are all stars because we are all made of God. We are all made in God's likeness and image, even the bad parts of us. That's the reality of the situation. Don't believe everything the pastor them teach you. They got some of it right, but some of it they got fucked up. So we have to unlearn what we learn and relearn the right things. So God is a lot more liberal than they have taught us to believe. God is a lot more accommodating. God is a lot more merciful. God is, when I say liberal, I mean like God never hate you because you wear pum pum shorts. God never hate you because you say you want to kill somebody, or even if you kill somebody, God still never hate you. That's the reality of the situation. As hard as it sounds, as mad as it make you want to be, it's the fucking truth. We need to understand God. We need to learn of God for ourselves. We need to interact with God for ourselves, so we will know where the borderline is. We will know what God is cool with, and we will know what God is not cool with. When God made us, God knew that we were imperfect. We were made imperfect. So what can we really expect from each other? And this is the problem with humanity today. People are not trying to see things from another person's point of view. They're not trying to find ways to make peace. They're finding ways to entertain themselves and make war. They're finding ways to exalt themselves over one another and all that kind of bullshit there. You don't find that here. I am a reggae soul. I am a breath of fresh air. I am a bit of sanity in the midst of all the insanity. That is me. And that is why people like us are so important. So when you feel called to do a reggae tune, please put it out there. And when you're vexed, go find some rock and roll artist and say, yo, make we do a thing together. Or find somebody will make a rock and roll beat and do that shit by yourself. And when people hear your voice, they will say, wait, I saw this. And when you go on your interview, just be like, well, sometimes, just so you go. Reality. So forgive yourself and let's forgive each other. And let's just be what God has called us to be. Imperfectly perfect. Imperfectly perfect or perfectly imperfect? Which one? Imperfectly perfect. Yeah. Let's see. If I say perfectly imperfect, then both feel right, but imperfectly perfect feel more right. So be whichever one you need to be. But be. And be happy most of all. Find your way back to happiness. Always. Happiness and peace. You know what I'm saying? Being mean all day, every day is very hard work. That's why reggae is good for the soul, okay? Sometimes you need a time out. Right, my darling? So, that is your reading. That's what God want to tell you. Until next time, take care.